Okay, so I have been reading quite a bit because actually this book is really good and I can't put it down. So I just ended the end of page 154, and I just finished chapter 12. Well, okay, so it starts out with the novel basically. He's trying to figure out how to bring misery back, and you read like 20 pages of the novel, and I can tell the writing's really dull. But I like he changed it so that the person died. She was originally died in childbirth, and she was buried alive. And he seems really, really into the idea, but not really. Like at the end of it, he's like writing, like he's so vigorous, and he's finally gotten into it. And like, but he's also talking about how, or he was a little earlier, how he's just getting a bitch out of a hole. And he still like has these weird psychotic thoughts where he's like, oh, I'm gonna. When we talk about Annie, whoa, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Sorry, sweary. It's really interesting. And then the last couple pages or so, he talks. It's just like this really boring, settled routine. But it's, I mean, this is a horror novel, but of course, it almost seems sweet and comforting. Like he's actually like happy almost. It's really weird. And he's not gonna be addicted to drugs, but I guess he smoked. But she's not gonna let him smoke. But he's addicted to the drugs, so it's all right. Just call him like a weird ecclesiastical monk, or like a version of it. It was weird. Yeah, and these 50 pages, the novel took up a big section of it. And then right at the end, I got so angry because I didn't want to keep reading. I had to stop, like, make some notes. Let's see. The challenge was constant. It was not just a question of can you to begin the book. For the first time in years, it was can you almost every day. And he was finding that he could. Then the rain came and things changed. Oh boy, what's going to happen? And there was a point, I think, like I said, I'm predicting the whole end thing's going to be important. He asked her to actually fill in the ends in his book, and she's like, oh, I'd be honored. I can't really tell what's going on. Like, Annie clearly loves this guy. She clearly loves this guy. It's just, it's weird. I don't know. I feel bad for Annie almost because there's another part where she forgets to pay her taxes, and he's like Paul's using this against her, like, oh, those people want you out because people are waiting 3 years to not pay their taxes. This first time, maybe it's the first time. I don't know. She's kind of losing her mind, and I feel bad actually when she lost her mind. I'm like, oh, you're besides a psychotic, you mean well, maybe I don't know. I feel bad, but I'm interested to see what changes. Yeah, I'm kind of because he has 267 pages of his novel, so I'm actually a little nervous. Like, what's going to happen? So I'm gonna go keep reading.